These two Cedar Fair parks are some of the most prominent in the chain, King's Dominion in Doswell, Virginia, versus Canada's Wonderland in Vaughan, Ontario, Canada. Which one of these parks is better? It's gonna be close. These parks have a lot of similarities, but there's also quite a few differences. So it's sure to be an exciting park battle. This is how it's going to work. I have a score system set up. We're going to first start with the roller coasters, then we're going to move on to the thrill rides, then hit some broader categories like the prices and park appearance, and so on and so forth. So let's first start with the inverted coasters at the park. Volcano the Blast Coaster is a multi-launch coaster by Intamin, and Flight Deck is a Vekoma SLC. Flight Deck is just another clone, while Volcano is very original. There's nothing else like it in the world, so King's Dominion is going to start off with 2 points. Next up are the wooden roller coasters. These two have a pretty similar layout, the Grizzly and Wild Beast. I'm going to give this one to Grizzly for having a solid layout, being out in the woods, and it provides a few decent airtime moments. Here are the kid coasters. Both are exactly the same. There's no difference, so both parks are going to earn half of a point. These two coasters will flip you upside down a couple of times. Flight of Fear is a launch coaster, while the Bat is a standard Vekoma boomerang. I hate comparing a launch coaster to a non-launch coaster, but if you haven't noticed, Canada's Wonderland doesn't have a huge launch coaster, while King's Dominion has like 3. The most Canada's Wonderland has is Backlot Stunt coaster, which we'll get to that later. So I realize that this isn't the fairest matchup, but both of these coasters are clones, but Flight of Fear is the better clone, not to mention it's indoors, so King's Dominion is going to earn some more points. Next up are some small wooden roller coasters, again exactly the same. Canada's Wonderland and King's Dominion share several roller coasters that are both clones of each other, and this coaster matchup is an example of that, so both parks are going to earn 1 point. Here are the Aerodynamics looping coasters, and if you've ridden Anaconda, then you know that it sucks really bad, so it's easy for Dragonfire to take this one because it's pretty easy to be better than Anaconda. And here are the Backlot Stunt coasters. Again, 2 coasters that Canada's Wonderland and King's Dominion share. They're exactly the same, so both parks are going to earn a point. Here are some more wooden roller coasters. Rebel Yell is a racing coaster. It's actually 2 coasters. And Mighty Canadian Mindbuster, or the Spine Buster, as many people call it, is just 1 track that goes out and back and has lots of airtime in it. Rebel Yell is smoother, not to mention it's a racing coaster, which provides a great experience. King's Dominion is going to earn 2 more points. King's Dominion right now is dominating. Next are the Wild Mouses, or mice. The Wild Mouse coaster is a standard layout. There are parks all over, and these 2 coasters are essentially the same ride. There might be a minor difference, but if you're going to ride these 2 coasters, chances are you aren't going to notice that big of a difference, so both parks are going to earn a point. So finally, we have the coaster matchup you've all been waiting for, Intimidator 305 versus Leviathan. These 2 Giga coasters are very different rides. Leviathan is all about the airtime, while Intimidator 305 is about the speed and intensity. They're both about the same height. Leviathan is 1 foot taller. But I think for this coaster matchup, it all comes down to what you're into. If you like intense rides, then Intimidator 305 is the better ride. If you like airtime, Leviathan provides more. But I'm going to give this one to Intimidator 305 just for being such an intense experience, probably the most intense coaster in the world. It just has a wicked layout, as has these rapid transitions low to the ground. It's crazy, so King's Dominion is going to earn 3 points. Now, as you may have noticed, I did not compare every single coaster that these 2 parks have, because these 2 parks have some very different roller coasters. Like King's Dominion has a bobsled coaster and a B&M floorless and a stand-up coaster. Canada's Wonderland doesn't have any of those. So instead of comparing them and having a really unfair matchup that doesn't make any sense, I'm simply going to give each parks the points for their extra roller coasters. So here are all of King's Dominion's extra coasters, and now let's move on to Canada's Wonderland, who has 6 extra roller coasters, which includes a flying coaster, a B&M Hyper, and a roller coaster dark ride mix that has Wonder Mountain's Guardian. So they're going to gain 7 points, but King's Dominion is still ahead by quite a few points. So now that we're done with the coasters, let's move on to the drop towers. King's Dominion's drop tower is way taller, way faster, and a way better model, so King's Dominion is going to earn 1.5 points. Next are the 2 Windseeker rides. They are exactly the same, so both parks are going to earn a point. And next are the Top Spins. These 2 rides are similar, except there are some minor differences. The Crypt has the theming you want, and Riptide actually has a different seating arrangement. But the Crypt is going to take this one because this is the coolest ride to watch. They have fire, water going, there's theming all around it. It is sweet. What's great about Canada's Wonderland is that they have a great flat ride collection, and they actually have 3 flat rides that I haven't included yet, and so Canada's Wonderland is going to earn 3 points, 1 for each of these flat rides. That's one thing that King's Dominion could be better at. So now that we're done with all of the rides, let's move on to some broader categories, like the family rides. For this, we're looking for which park has more. This is excluding off the roller coasters and thrill rides. And Canada's Wonderland just has a few more, and so they are going to earn 2 points. Canada's Wonderland is starting to catch up to King's Dominion. Next is the price category. Naturally, we're looking for the cheaper park. And there isn't too much of a difference between the season pass and the parking. King's Dominion is a bit cheaper, and so that is why they're going to gain 2 points. Next is the beauty category, which park is prettier. Both parks look good, but what King's Dominion has done is really freshen up the park recently. They really focused on that for their 40th anniversary, and the park really looks good. It absolutely paid off, so they're going to gain 2 points. Next up is the operation category. And the thing with King's Dominion is that on a lot of weekdays, they'll run one train on many of their rides. I'm talking Intimidator through 5, sometimes they won't run both sides of the Rebel Yell. And Canada's Wonderland does better at this. And they also have some more high capacity rides. Look at Behemoth and Leviathan. These 2 rides pack in the visitors. They get people through the lines quickly. So they're going to gain 2 points, which means this park battle is over. Which park won? Actually, winning by 6 points was King's Dominion in Doswell, Virginia. Congratulations! As you can tell by this park battle, these 2 parks had a lot of similarities, but quite a few differences. King's Dominion just has a bit stronger of a roller coaster lineup, but Canada's Wonderland has the flat rides and the family rides you want. But there's more to parks than just the rides. That's probably why King's Dominion won, because the park overall looks better, and that really does have an impact. So congratulations to King's Dominion. Both of these parks are great, but KD walked away the winner.